welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner. And today we are going to go over all the books that I'm going to be reading for the 2022 version of the BUZZWORD-a-thon. Again, hello, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner. If you have never seen my face before, if you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do so. It's super easy and it really helps my channel grow. So as you can tell by my thumbnail as well as my little introduction, today we're going to be going over all of my books for my TBR for BUZZWORD-a-thon. If you're not familiar with BUZZWORD-a-thon, it is hosted by Kayla from BooksandLala. She used to do like more of a monthly readathon, but last year she changed it to a more of a challenge. So she picks out certain words or themes for each month, and you are to read a book. You can read one book that month. You can read multiple books that month. It's kind of up to you in the direction and how you want to go. So I did participate in 2021. However, I felt like I started off really strong and kind of dwindled at the end. So I decided that I'm going to kind of set a TBR for myself. I have picked 2 books for each category but one for 1 month, and we'll get to that one. And I need to pick from those 2 books when it comes to that month. Also, I'm setting a little goal for myself that the books that I read for this readathon have to be books off my shelf, because one of my goals for 2022, and you will see a video about that soon, is to decrease the amount of books that I have on my unread bookshelves sections. So I only want to use this readathon for books that I have purchased in 2021 or before. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult for myself. So she made this beautiful image. I'll put it on one of these sides to help us keep track of what each month is. So I'm just gonna go by each month, tell you what the theme is, and show you the 2 options that I've picked for myself for each month. So for the month of January, we have books that have one of the 5 W's. So who, what, where, when, and why. This actually was a lot more difficult for me than I thought it was going to be, but one of the options I've given myself for January is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. This is a middle grade book. It has been on a lot of my TBRs. I think this would be a good potential candidate if TBR Jenga does not work in my favor, which is the way I pick my TBR each month, and I need to throw on a short book, an easy read. This I think would be perfect for it. And the other one that I would consider is a book that I really want to get to, and this is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angels. I wanted to read this one when this came out. I have the beautiful signed edition, the naked cover one. This is like a circusy book, which is why I have been kind of putting it off, because I'm not sure how I feel about this circus. But it has Where, and then this one has Who. So like I said, I actually had a lot of trouble with this one, but these are my 2 potential options for January. So I'm actually going to keep these ones out because I will be playing TBR Jenga very soon, so I want to have these readily available. So the theme for February is pronouns. So this could be like she, he, him, I, any of those things. So I had quite a bit to pick from for this one, but I wanted to do some romances since it is February. So my first option is Not My Problem by Sierra Smith. So my is a pronoun, and this is the author of the Falling in Love montage. This is the book that the author came out with in 2021. Falling in Love montage was so good. This is a sapphic romance. So that is all I need to know, and I really can't wait to read this one, so I'm super excited to maybe pick this one up. And then my second option is going to be A Girl Like Her by Talia Hibbert. I love Talia Hibbert, and I would like to read more of Talia Hibbert's backlist, so I would like to start with this one. I think this is like the Ravenswood series. So these are my 2 options, and this is obviously Her is a pronoun. So 2 romance options for the month of February. Okay, so March is location. So for 2 books for this one, my first one was a book that I wanted to get to for a long time. I've been putting it off, and it's Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Obviously, Beartown is a location. It's a town that this whole story takes place in. This is a town that really thrives off their hockey team, but one of the hockey players has assaulted someone or he was accused of assaulting. Either way, I know it's a heavy topic. I think I've been putting it off because of the hockey aspects, but people say that even if you don't care for hockey, you just love this book and it's really hard-hitting. So I've picked this one. And my second one is a book that I really want to get to in this next month or this next year, and it's The Night Circus by Eric Morgenstern. And circus is a location, so I'm gonna kind of stretch it. Let me know if you don't think it counts, but I'm gonna say it counts. It's a location. It's somewhere where that you go. Again, with the carnival theme, but I really want to try Eric Morgenstern's writing, so I'm really excited to get to hopefully this book in 2022. All right, so the next one is April, and this is big and little. So words like tiny, small, large. I can't find anything for this one in my existing shelf. If I end up finding one, as like from when I'm filming to editing this and putting it out for you guys, I will put a picture here to show you if I found one. But I really need some recommendations, so let me know down in the comments below. So if I don't have one, if I can't find one, I might just be missing one. I'm tired. It's late. I usually don't film this late, but I'm super anxious and I can't sleep, so might as well film. So I might be missing one, but if there's something that you really like that has like big, little, large, small, tiny, let me know down in the comments below. This will be the one exception if I can't find a book on my existing shelf that I will read a book from 2022 that I've purchased in that year. So, but as of right now, I have nothing for April. So May is directions. So for this one, I have the books like all piled around me. Let's see if I grab the right ones. Okay, so I have two here. I have Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. This is the author of The House in the Cerulean Sea, which I absolutely love. So Under is a direction? Yeah, direction. I have it on my computer. So I'm really excited to read this one. I think it's going to be like I know this one's a little bit more hard-hitting than The House in the Cerulean Sea, so I'm super excited to read T.J. Klune's new book. And the other one I have is Eddie in Between. So Between is like a direction. This is a witchy book set in more of a modern time, like contemporary. So I am excited to get this one, and I think this cover is super gorgeous. I don't know too much about it, honestly. This was a cover buy of 2021. So like I said, I'm using this to get through my TBR shelf. So that's the whole point of this, for me, at least. So the next one is June, and this one has to have the word all in the title, so it's not more of like a theme, but it had to have the specific words. So my first one is All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I really want to get through Colleen Hoover's backlist in 2022, so I figured this would be a good opportunity. I know this one's super hard-hitting, which I feel like a lot of Colleen Hoover's books are, so this is a good potential. And the second one is All the Fields by Olivia Dade. This is the sequel to, spoiler alert, it follows to like a new couple in this one. I'm nervous for this one because I feel like some people are saying this is not as good as Spoiler, but I just read it and I really enjoyed this one, so I think this would be perfect, and obviously they both have all in it, so it would count for June. Okay, so July is books with books related words, and I really like reading books about books. So my first one is The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. This is a book I picked up in a little free library. I know Jenny Colgan releases a lot of books about bookshops and stuff, so I've never read any books by this author, but I am super excited to give her books a try and kind of see what they're all about. And the next one is The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. This is like a fantasy story, and that's all I really know. And obviously it has a library, and this one is bookshop. So they definitely have bookish words in both of these titles. And honestly, I would be very happy with either one of those books because I have been interested in them for some time. So I'm excited to see like which one I kind of in the mood for. All right, so for August is the word items, which is really big, which I like. So I had a lot of things I could pick from, but one of them is definitely Beyond the Black Door by A.M. Strickland. I'm super excited to read from this author. They have this one and then In the Ravenous Dark, which I would like to also get to in 2022. Obviously door is a thing, so this counts. It's a fantasy, and I know it has a lot of queer rep in it, so I'm all about that. And the other one I picked is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, another YA fantasy. This is the start of a series, and obviously bone is things, so I mean it could work for this one. All right, and then for September, the theme for this one is light and dark. So I went with both dark for this one, and the first one is A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. This is the most recent book of the month pick. It is a thriller story about some girls disappearing and then it starts happening again. I really like to get to more of my book of the month books, so I think this would be a great opportunity to add this potentially to my TBR for this challenge. And then the other one I would like to add is A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. I believe this is going to be a series. It is an urban fantasy, and it has a lot of different creatures in it and a lot of different rep in it. So I am excited to get to this one, but it is a chunky one. So I think that's kind of why I've been putting off reading this one. Okay, so for October, it's like creatures and animals. And for the first one is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Manhern. This I've heard pretty polarizing opinions. People either love it or hate it. It is like a marriage of convenience with a witch hunter and a witch. So obviously Serpent and Dove are both animals, so this would be perfect for this one. And the other one is a series I would like to start, a YA, very popular here on BookTube, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Obviously Raven is an animal, so I mean, perfect like this. Pretty much about like a group of friends. I think it does have queer rep in it as well, and it's fantasy, but I think it's pretty light on the fantasy aspects. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but yeah, I really would like to start this series in 2022. Okay, so the next one is November, which is crazy to like think about planning books for that far in advance. But the first one, so it's words that end in ing in the title. So the first one is The Vanishing Star by Maureen Johnson. This is the sequel to Truly Devious. I read that last in 2020, or yeah, maybe it might have been 2021. I don't remember, but I haven't put up the series or continued the series because the ending for the first one was super disappointing. But I really would like to finish more series in 2022, so this would be a good opportunity to pick up this one. And I've heard great things about the fourth one that came out this year, so I would like to get to that one, but I want to finish the first three first. And the next one is Graceling by Kristen, and then the author's name is cut off by this lovely Barnes Noble sticker. I don't know anything about it. It's just a YA fantasy. So, and this is again another series. So do I want to start all these series? I don't know, but you know, why not? Why not start off 2022 with more series that are unfinished when I have an insane amount of already unfinished series? But you know what? That's how we're gonna roll. All right, the last and final one is December, and this is numbers, so there has to be some type of number in the title. So the first one is, I pretty much think it's a very emotional romance, and that's The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. So obviously two. Pretty sure this is about like people that are interested in each other, but like are on different like time paths or something. I don't know, but I got it from the Little Free Library, and I think I like the cover, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't look as sweet as it is. I think it's gonna be pretty hard hitting. And the next one is was a pretty popular book, but I've heard some really, again, polarizing things about this one. And it's The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. So obviously 4 is a number. This did win Book of the Month, like of the year, like the book. But like Kristen from Kristen's Corner literally hated this book, and it loves Kristen Hanna. So I'm kind of nervous about this one, but I want to give it a try. It talks about, like, I think it's during the Dust Bowl. Yeah, 1920. So we'll see. Yeah, so these are my books that I would like to do. Again, I'm really using this challenge to dwindle down my TBR. Maybe I'll read both of the books in that month and not pick one or the other. But we shall see how that will go. Again, if you have any options for me for the big little theme, let me know down in the comments below. If you are participating in Buzzwordathon, let me know what you are reading and share with your TBRs with me. So if you want to take this crazy journey with me, please make sure you press the subscribe button. If you want to be my friend on any of my other social media platforms, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All the information is linked down below. So stay kind, loves. I'll see you next time. Bye.